This is one of those hunts I've been dreaming of for a long time. Hunting elk is just, everybody that hunts North America wants to hunt big elk, and New Mexico has some of the biggest in the world. I met David at Dallas, and he introduced me to the Raven intrail tracking, and I teamed up with these guys because I really believe in the product, and they said, let's go out there where we kind of got the idea for it, do a hunt in the Gila, and man, I'm all in. The great thing about New Mexico is right next door to Texas where I live, and it's a great road trip. You come across West Texas, you hit it over there in Ruidoso. Of course, I want to camp in Ruidoso for the night, ease on in. And the closer I'm getting to Reserve New Mexico, the more I start thinking about this big bull elk. You know, I've been on several public ground hunts, but never in the type of area where you have a chance at such a big trophy elk, and I'm starting to get excited. No expectations because I know it's hunting, but it's exciting thinking about the next 10 days. That first morning, when you get out there in the dark, we've got an area we're gonna hunt, we step out of the truck and they're bugling. They're already up, they're already bugling, they're moving from the private up to the public, they're close. So we start hiking across the sandstone. It's beautiful. Just being out here is what it's about for me. It's just coming to new country, seeing the sunrise, hiking up this beautiful side of the mountain, trying to catch this bull elk on his way up to go to bed. And we hike up above him. We don't catch him today, but we've got him in our optics. We see him across the ridge. There's elk moving across the ridges. We're starting to figure out where they're at. Day one has been a huge success. It's our first bull for the morning. I think 6 cups of coffee was too much this morning.
Blue Collar Adventures is brought to you by Taco Casa, real fresh, real food, real good. Vortex Optics, the force of optics. Newmont Mining Corporation, demonstrating leadership in safety and stewardship of the environment.
high down here. First season was tough. We got in them this morning, heard them. We're back out here for the first evening. Hopefully we can catch them coming back down to these meadows. But it's worth the drive just to hear them screaming in the morning. Hopefully we'll have some luck. I'm excited to be here. Got my new Raven. I've got 5 transmitters with me. Hopefully I just need one. Pretty cool. It's legal here in New Mexico for recovery, just in case you need it. It's pretty great. The sun just hit the mountain. They started bugling there below us. There's 2 bulls down here. We don't know what they are. We're going to check it out. It's going to be awesome.
So we do nothing but public land hunts. So nothing's guaranteed. The only thing I can guarantee you is a good time, good food, and great guides. I think what makes it special for elk here in New Mexico is we don't have the harsh winters. So you'll see like a lot of the older, mature bulls live till 10, 12 years old. And then we just have the genetics. You know, the big typical 6 points, a lot of the extra kickers and drop tines and the real pretty mature bulls that I think everybody dreams about.
They bugle early, but it's so hot they shut down probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I mean, it's 85, 90 degrees, and we're getting up and we're chasing them. We're in the bulls. We just got to get one to step out in front of me. And one of the other guides, Isaiah, who is an amazing caller too, he decides to join us this morning. We get out there in the dark and they're bugling. They're close. We can't make a move, camera light, shooting light, and it's just that the longest 45 minutes you can wait staring at the stars, listening to bulls bugle, and just can't wait to catch up to them. Bump into some cows, but as they bust and run off, we hear a bull raking a tree. It's time to go to work. And then you make that decision, do I push forward or do I be patient? So we push forward, and right then David steps through a hole and he's pointing, and I look and there's a bull elk 15 yards away, no shot. All I've got is trees in front of me, and the bull turns to bust, and next thing I know, David's got the back of my backpack throwing me through this hole trying to get a shot, because if he runs across this ridge, I might get a shot at him.
Stepped out right here. He came out like 10 feet from me. When I cow called, I was gonna call you to come up. I just did a loud cow call. He bugled right here. So then I couldn't find a way to get in. So I had to come up to this little lane, and he was coming right here. He was standing right here. Right there. So then I had to step back, because he was behind me. I had to step back. I could have stopped him. We could have shot him 10 feet.
Little guy?
320. It's the one that we seen with the short fist.
So there's 2 we seen this morning.
Blue Collar Adventures is brought to you by Huskama Optics, Stealth Cameras, Fleer Hunting and Outdoors, Kuyu Ultralight Hunting, Traeger Wood Pellet Grills, Cinnamon Creek Ranch Ultimate Archery.
Look whose pack is getting tough.
Oh,
That would be Jay's.
he's just trying to get in shape. He said, dude, if I can be as good a shape as you are, and I said, let me show you how. Put my pack on, and it's already working. Look at his guns already. This is elk hunting. We're in one of the best areas in the United States, and it's just hunting. It's never a guarantee. Never, you've got to work at it no matter what. Some days it just works, and it will. You guys can see it, but these knocks, they'll flash every 30 seconds. So I brought the Raven. David helped design this, and I think it's probably one of the best tools there is for recovery. When I shoot this arrow, it's on standby for like 2 or 3 days. Shoot this arrow, it starts the transmitter, and we can track that arrow for 24 hours and up to about 5 miles. I would say in this country you might get a little further, but 5 miles is a long ways. And it helps those, sometimes we make a bad shot, we're running and gunning, and I'm pretty excited to have this on my team. I think every guy should have one of these in their game bag. I'd rather see you have this than lose an elk. We all hate to lose anything, but this is a dream hunt for me. And the little money that this cost me was well worth it. It's like having insurance on my dream right here. Hopefully I'll stick him where he needs to be stuck, but it happens. You guys have ever archery hunted, it happens. So I'd much rather have this on my side.
Ever since I was a little kid, my dad was a guide for many years, and I had no choice really but to be in the woods and chasing elk and packing them out whenever I was old enough to tag along. And then when I became of age to guide, I jumped up on the opportunity and started guiding for the same outfit my dad did for years. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to work with him. I lost him at a young age, but carrying on his legacy, I'm still guiding and hunting in the forest here.
Well, David grew up in these woods hunting with his dad, and he learned a lot about elk hunting. He went off to do a career being a hot shotter, and that's those guys that pack 80 pounds on their back, fight fires. And so keeping up with him was going to be a chore. I turned 45 this week, but the low T centers, I've teamed up with them this year. Man, it's making a difference. I'm being able to hang with these guys. I'm doing stuff at 45 that, guys do at 20. So it's great to be out here trying to stay in the game. I want to be doing this when I'm 70. So I'm loving the results. I hope you guys check it out. If you're getting to be my age, which is not that old, but it is, we're starting to feel the results of old age. We start at these ridges above the river trying to catch these elk coming down before it's dark. Full moon makes them move a little later, and we catch a big bull. He's huge. He's broke off a little bit on the top, but his fronts are massive. He's 100 yards down the draw, and we're just trying to figure out where he's gonna go. And we get over there, he bugles 70 yards, runs at us. I think this is it, but he picks up his cows, he's headed out. One of the key things that we have to have success is optics. And I brought my Vortex 18 to 56, put them on my new Pinnacle tripod. It's carbon fiber. And man, that helped us so much this week. And David's got some of the best optics there are. And that was a key tool that you have to have. Glass and trying to find these bulls when they're not rutting as hard as they should be. When it's hot like this, you find them, you try and make a move on them. And we had the best glass there was.
Proudly sponsored by Low T Center. Reinventing men's healthcare, Ox Manufacturing, quality manufactured gun parts, Raven Arrow Tracking. We begin where the blood trail ends. Pinnacle Hunting Supplies, your long-range source. Bill's Outdoor Supply, Tooth of the Arrow.
Isaiah joins us again, and these guys have some amazing guys working for them. Young, energetic guides. They're all about getting you in front of these elk. And Isaiah's a great caller. David decided to send us around this side of the river. They spotted an elk over there. He's down there working the river bottom. When I hear him bugle, it sounds like Godzilla's in the bottom. We watch the cows go through. This is how it's supposed to work. Follow the script. Here's where the bull should come out, but he doesn't. Isaiah was calling for our friend from Hawaii, and here comes a nice bull, and it just worked out. This is the way it's supposed to work. This is a cool video of him getting his big bull over in Area 16. Gila DNA, they went 9 for 9 last year, got some huge bulls. So we come into camp, it's my birthday, we've been hunting hard, and it was great to see that 3 other hunters had success over on 16. They all brought in their big bulls, and they were just hoping I had one, but you know, to see these guys get some and see the excitement on their face just excited me. I've got a few days left, and it's a good thing David's a hot shot, because that night, when they brought out the candles, it looked like a forest fire.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you guys.
Make a wish.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
wish
yeah.
Thank you guys.
Oh, I know what you gotta wish for.
Awesome,
Huge
thank
bowl
you.
tomorrow.
Yep.
That is so cool. Well, here's the adventures we're getting to live, the new friends that we made on these trips, guys. Thanks for being here. It's fun.
Been blast.
Oh, that looks good, and nobody gets cake. We're gonna keep trying. We get up early in the dark. We knew where these bulls were the night before. We get out, we start up this ridge, and he's bugling. He's so close, if it had been daylight, we'd have got him. Drops over the ridge, so we follow him over the top. I check the wind, it's blowing all over the place. But about that time, here comes some weird sounding cows above us, and these hunters have slipped over behind us, coming in over the top of us, blowing their hoochie mama. Public ground hunting at its finest. So we're in the 4th quarter. We're not gonna give up, and you know, that's one thing about hunting is you always look forward to tomorrow, because it could happen at any time. But we're tired, we've been hiking. Sometimes I like to lay down and listen on the ground and just listen for them. It seems to work well. And we're chasing them from the bottoms to the tops, and they're all over the place. We're finding them. I just got to get one in front of me, and I think I'll have a chance. And the last day, we drop off, we hike all the way to the bottom, we're waiting down by the river, and we hear one firing off. He's coming to the river, we still have daylight, we head over there. He's gonna be right there if we can catch him. Man, I got to send one. I think it's all over, and I watch David. He jumps into the river and starts splashing around. And this elk stops on the other side and starts screaming at us. He's fired up. I'm locked in. If he takes one more step, I got him, and he turns and walks out of my life forever. But what a cool way to end the hunt. You know, it's hunting. I get it. It's part of the deal. Is, you know, I've been out multiple times. I've been to Oregon, and I've been to New Mexico, and you don't always have success. You know, a lot of shows, they have success every time, but this is the real deal. We came out here, we hunted as hard as we could. We took the only opportunity we had, and it didn't work out, but I have no regrets.